Okay, let's do this one.
To the fourth locked room?
Can you quit talking like a bitch? Please? You creepy doll? Fucker? I don't like it when games do that. I don't like it when movies do it. Actually, if you have creepy dolls in your movies or games, please don't make them talk. Please don't do that. Oh, whoa, whoa, holy shit, this is awesome.
This is an exact replica of the Clocktower.
Oh, maybe we'll have Halara's help.
Shinigami, you didn't recreate
She did say she would
powers.
support us. Maybe we'll get her input at the same time.
No, I could only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost died. Looks to me
Back to
like
the
the house
sexiness.
materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
The fourth locked room.
I would let
is the
Shinigami
latest
physically
logic,
abuse me.
correct?
And mentally abuse me. I'm a fucked up person.
This is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
What are
Yeah.
the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
You might want to just do some investigating yourself.
The crime
TBH.
was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower.
Also, I just literally noticed that the back part of our cape is like rippling and like changing like metaphysically. That's so neat. That's so fucking cool.
Countless nails.
Don't play Resident Evil Village, lol, creepy talking murderous dolls.
Which means
Oh yeah, I already
that's
played
the
Village.
corpse.
Yeah.
That part was admittedly kind of creepy, but I don't think it was as creepy as this. I think it's the imagery of the nails pounded into the dolls that kind of does it.
Looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes.
Just like the imagery of the dolls being interchangeable with the murder victim is kind of
Hence the
Kinda cool.
mailman killings.
yeah.
From the
See,
look
she's
of it,
smart.
The door was locked from the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It's a
locked
locked
until
room
the
murder.
bodies
Of
and
course it
stuff.
was locked from the inside. What are you, slow?
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well. I see. So the shutters were locked too.
This is the third floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
But it's definitely high enough to be able to throw a ladder down. And I'm thinking it's the rope ladder that was used to do it, because there's two dolls for anchor holds. So initially what I thought it was is that they had tied the rope around the two pins for the nails, and then did a knot in the middle, and then descended from the window, like that, and then went around back outside the door, and then went around the back of the tower to climb up the rope, to create the illusion of, you know, like coming into the tower from that way. But I think it's the rope ladder.
Unless you solve this mystery.
So I don't know if the rope ladder was burned after all the killings, or if it was burned after one killing, because in the other strangulations that come before this, we can see that only one half of the ladder was used. And I think that's what made the red markings, like the vertical imprints on the victims' necks.
Oh, it's snuffed out. You better hurry.
So I think that's what it is, but I'm not entirely sure. Wait, what is she doing? Oh, this shit again? Where did the culprit flee from?
I see. So that's how to make the questions appear.
I'm surprised you're so.
Where did it flee from? Okay, well, there's only the entry point of the window or the door, so I'm gonna pick the door, but it might be the window. Hold on. No, the window is not an option. Why is it in multiple places? That's kind of weird. Camera configuration. Let me select the door first. I'm gonna try the door. Mistake. Uh-oh. Whoops.
Given how it was locked from the inside, I doubt the culprit escaped through the door.
Yeah, but the thing is we're not applying the context of when when the fucking perpetrator left, right?
That's it. They cannot escape through the door.
Okay, so window then.
Here.
Well, okay, if we're using the logic that the shutter was down and the door was locked, then what the fuck? That's the same concept. That makes no sense. Alright, though.
The culprit must.
That's
have
why I'm saying,
escaped
like,
through
time
the
is integral. Time matters here.
And
But
the
alright.
reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed.
Right.
It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
And the window closes, if I remember right, when it's left halfway up, but not when it's left fully up. Right?
Which means the window was open not too long ago.
It would imply that the window was open over the course of a period of
It's
time.
likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
from the other side of the shutter? I thought you had to be on the inside to close the
Is
shutter.
it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
That's what my question is.
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height...
Oh, I see. So they held the shutter open as they climbed out, hanging onto the rope, but kept the shutter open with their hand, and then allowed it to shut.
Its momentum pulls it down.
Is that what it's implying?
Once down, it locks all on its
That
own.
kind of makes sense. Yeah, I remember the automatic lock when the shutter falls, but...
In other words,
Okay.
the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically locked.
Oh, okay, so does the second layer of the clock tower not even come to play for the ladder in the second floor?
Let's try leaving this locked room in the same way.
Okay, well if that's the case, this is far more simplistic than I initially made it.
Let's try it.
But I had the right concept, like, in mind, in my analyzing of it. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, it's fucking what's-his-douche!
The nailman killings have
Mystery
all
Phantom
been
Seth.
solved.
Oh, and he has the flowers in his hair, okay. A little frilly, but alright.
It's a mystery phantom. The people covering up the case in the real
That's
world
kinda
are
crazy
mad
that we get the
like
Phantom
here to
already.
stop us.
I didn't expect that. Maybe it's because it's split off into 4 separate investigations. That makes sense.
Think the culprit really escaped from here,
Yes.
this high up?
Well, if you'd let go of my arm and check the inside of the window, you'd see the fucking nails with the rope residue, you stupid douche.
Why don't you give it a try?
Why don't you let go of my arm, you rapist? I'm like 12. Yeah, please don't let him kill me. Oh, okay. Oh shit. Don't pull her out with you, there's no reason we all have to die.
Me down with you.
No shit. I'm saying the same thing and I'm the one plummeting through the air. What a bitch.
So simple.
Dealing with continuous attacks. Press the correct button when you think you have the correct answer to the questions the Mystery Phantom throws at you. Okay, so Y is left, X is up, B is down, A is right. I'm gonna forget in 4 seconds anyway, but... Attacks are gonna keep coming, but be careful. You'll take damage if you avoid all assailing assaults. Okay. I have no idea how this is gonna work. This is the first time this has come up, so I might botch this like a motherfucker. But let's go for it.
Yuma, the mystery labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So solving it will get us out of this, right?
Yeah, something like that. If I can play well enough.
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
Oh yeah, that also reminds me, I forgot to get the other upgrade I wanted to unlock, so that's kind of my bad. So if I fuck this up, that's kind of on me.
You
It's
should
kind
have
of my
done
fault.
something during the investigation. I was helping you, after all.
So question now becomes, I know it's the rope, but I don't know if it's the rope ladder, a singular rope, or the burnt rope in the incinerator.
With your own eyes. Try to remember.
My guess is that it would be the burnt rope, given that this is the closest crime scene to the time when the rope would have been burned after committing all the crimes. So I'm gonna go with burnt rope. What did the culprit use to escape from the high location?
That's it. We found the burnt remains of that rope in the
Oh.
incinerator at the church.
Oh, so I just have to press the corresponding button that they tell me to push. This is just QTE shit, that's all this is. So I don't have to reason through it and then select the right one. Okay. No, I pressed Y. Y is left, I pressed Y. I pressed Y? Hello? What the fuck is this bullshit? I don't know what's happening here. I'm pressing Y, I guarantee it. What the fuck is going on here? I don't understand this shit. I don't know what's happening. Is this scripted or some bullshit? Like, is this introducing me to a new mechanic or something? I don't understand. Wait, am I supposed to just let him throw the thing at me and then press the button when it's the right one? Does it cycle through things and I'm just stupid? Oh, I see. Okay, alright, I'm just dumb.
The nail that was stuck in the
Okay.
door under the window had some rub marks on it.
Like I said, I don't understand this. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I don't, like, have context for anything.
Have been hammered in below the window.
I thought he was just throwing the thing at me and I had to deflect it, so the first time I did it, it just happened to be the right answer.
Simply hooked onto a window. Unless you've had special training for it. There's no way.
Yes, you can. It's literally a matter of physically descending the thing.
Down.
The fuck? That was a lot of health I just lost for that bullshit, but alright.
It must have been.
What's that? I can't hear you.
I think it was a rope ladder. I think this is when the ladder comes into play. Oh, that's scary.
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. In spirit and way.
X. Rope ladder. X is up, right? X is up. Nice. Okay, this is cool. Holy shit, we are falling really fast. Oh, but now we're back inside, so it's fine. And she's okay. Cool, all is well with the world.
We're alive, I think.
Okay, that was a little bit shit. I lost a lot of HP on that.
Okay.
I'm definitely glad I got the health upgrades. Had a feeling I might be needing them.
Correct. It's all thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
Something like that. You make it sound like you're a prostitute that I met off the street. You're just some random hoe lady.
It was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money. Worth it, though.
Come on, are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day?
Yes.
Get out of this locked room.
Actually, no, it can be a threesome if you want. Like, I'm down for that.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It certainly
I knew
will
it.
help you escape.
I knew it. Okay. I knew it had to be something like that. That explains the rope residue, because the physical weight of somebody descending a ladder would leave residue,
Details of the case are still unclear to me.
because it's rubbing against the nails and leaving markings, right?
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together.
Right.
And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope.
Yeah.
It had some yellow fibers on it.
Both of them
The clergy
did.
member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower.
But they were facing toward the clock tower, yeah.
Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
No, that can't be right, because if somebody landed and they descended from the window, then there would be footprints leading away from the tower, not toward it. Sure, yeah, you can say that if you descend the ladder, when you initially plant, that your feet would be facing toward the wall, because that's the position people would get off the ladder in. But that isn't to say that you could literally hang from the ladder, turn around, and then jump off. That isn't to say you wouldn't circle back around the base of the tower and climb up.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
So, I think the logic here is a little bit weird.
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom,
They could just slip the ladder off by pulling
it
it.
would have been one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
Okay, but if you... Okay, so if you're using the ladder here, correct? This is the fourth murder to happen in sequence, canonically. How the fuck are there rope ladder marks on the other victims' necks? That doesn't make sense.
The window shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Yep, that's a
Right.
stellar deduction. Major props. To me for terrain.
I think my analysis of that makes a little bit more sense than what they're trying to say happened here. Like, if I'm analytically looking at this, that doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense.
Used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower.
That seems a little bit too simple. Also, I love this dude's outfit.
That
I think Pride Month is about 8 months away, though, bro. Think you're a little bit late.
The Watchmaker is the culprit.
Nah, bro, he was afraid of heights.
Master,
I remember that.
the mystery phantom blocking your path.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So do I have to rhythm game fight him now? Is this the combat shit? You guys might actually get to see the combat of the game and the way it works. If I don't fumble the bag too bad. That is. Which I probably will. In all admittance. Yeah, we get to see the combat. Okay, so if you didn't think his outfit was cool enough, check this shit out. Fear of heights.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The Watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The Watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime. Just
Oh
as
man,
you deduced,
I thought I ducked right
he
there.
created that locked room.
Oh, is that the wrong thing?
Say,
Okay, well I'm not trying to refute that. I'm trying to refute that he's the one that did it. Is what I'm trying to refute.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary.
Okay, like the context for some of this shit you can't know.
The Watchmaker was nearby at the time.
So that's kind of not my fault. That's kind of the game being shit, but...
The Watchmaker was also at the scene.
What? I ducked!
And he had
Bro,
a
you
hammer
saw me
for the
duck. That's
nails.
ass. Come on, you saw me duck that shit. Don't even try to fucking pin that shit on me. You saw me duck that.
Committing the crime. Just as
It's
you
hard to tell with my
deduced,
depth perception. I'm being a little bit honest here. My depth perception is not all that
and
great.
escaped via the rope ladder.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that's the one that I had to wait for. That's the one that I had to wait for. So there's a timing element to this when things are physically in relation to you, and you get better points based on how close the proximity is and how accurately you nail them. So a lot of the things that I'll do are anticipated way ahead of time, because I'm trying to compensate for my poor visual acuity, for my depth perception.
For him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man.
Yeah, he's afraid of heights, bro. That's what I was trying to say before. But that thing is totally refutable, even with the other phrasing. Like, so that's kind of weird. But alright.
You said these mystery phantoms try to
Sometimes
cover
this is a
his,
patience
right?
game, and I don't treat it like a patience game.
Which means the peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
Yeah, because he's a douche. We've already been over this. It doesn't take a detective to deduce that that dude is a douche.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Yeah.
All the more reason to
Maybe he's
seize
trying to
it.
cover that shit up.
Let's go.
Maybe he doesn't have enough foundation to go with this frilly glowing outfit. Maybe he's just upset. Who knows? Maybe he has daddy issues.
protagonist here.
Yeah, really. She's knocking me off my fucking protag soapbox, isn't she? It's right, I hired her to do that. It's fair. She's a better detective than me anyway. Just give her the reins, let her do the game. It's fine.
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
I think so.
The solution blade
My
works
other
against
sword
anything
doesn't.
in the mystery labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
Oh, so it works on anything in the labyrinth, alright.
Sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Just don't impale the waifu.
So sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly.
I think Shinigami is just jelly. I think that's what it
You're
is.
under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Hellara.
Yeah, she's definitely jelly.
So
Shinigami's way taller, though. Although she's floating.
Blade.
That's not fair, though.
I was merely curious.
Unfair advantage.
Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened.
I gotta say, though, about Hilara's characters, I love how analytical she is. Like, she's very matter-of-fact, which is really cool.
Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
Yes, the priest man. The child fiddler.
I...
The fiddler on the roof of the church,
Halara,
I think.
During the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit.
If not multiple.
I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
Right.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church.
No shit.
Prompt and logical. I am quite...
They're a clergy member, but not everybody at the church is a clergy member, right? Because I think clergy only applies to certain people in certain positions, but I'm not sure about that.